name is Declan Kenyon. I'm with the Transition Living Real Estate team, and welcome to the Zoom room. I'm here with my partner, Carra Riley, for our weekly transition video tip. Whether you're moving from your parents' basement or you're moving to a main floor living situation, we want to make sure you are covered on all bases, and we want to make sure you get into the home you really need. I'm going to hand it off to my partner, Carra Riley here, and she'll talk more about living the American dream.
How fun, Declan. Thank you. It really is. We do this whole vast array of transitions because everyone's in transition when they make a move. And whether you're renting, whether you're getting divorced, a lot of different things where people are transitioning. And one of the first things you need to know is how much do I qualify for? Because it doesn't really matter how many bedrooms you want or what you want to do. This is what we need to know. So the very first question that we'll go through with a lender would be, how much money do you make? Whether you're on Social Security and you'll have a letter from Social Security stating how much you make, that'll have to be provided to the lender. Or if you're on an hourly basis, we're going to need pay stubs from the last 2 months. With the coronavirus going, people are now going to have to be verifying that they have a stable income. This is something that is kind of a major change because the question is, how do you know if you're going to have a stable income? So we're just giving you a heads up. It's a cow pie we have to navigate, but we do have to verify how much money we make. Now, the second step is, what are your debts? Master charge, Visa, did you have a car payment? Did you co-sign with somebody? School loans, these are all debts that are calculated against you. And then there's a ratio between what your house payment is and your income and your debt. A front-end ratio, a back-end ratio. These are things you don't have to worry about, but you do have to bring these things when we meet with a lender. So this gives you time to figure this all out. Now, the third item that we need to know is, how much do you have for a down payment? Now, let's go back to moving out of your basement. We have connections with chattel loans where you can buy a house for $1,000 if we can get a seller to pay some of the closing costs. There are other assisted programs for people that are just starting out. Some have income limitations and some don't. Some lenders have a small amount as 3%, but they'll have what's called PMI. So we need to know how much money, and we're not going to spend it all. We just need to discuss how much you want to spend for a down payment and what program can work for you. And even as you're looking for that exit home that's all on one level, it could be that a reverse mortgage is the perfect answer for you. But each individual has their own situation, and that's why during this time of being able to reflect, we can think about what it is we want to do and not have any pressure whatsoever, but you got to take these steps to get started. Now, the fourth thing that you need to have is an understanding of your FICO score. Some of you may have that from freeficoscore.com, or maybe your insurance company has given it to you. If you know what your FICO score is, the higher the score, the lower your interest rate. All interest rates are predicated by that FICO score. So it's important. And if you have some issues with your FICO score and we need to bring it up, we have resources that can help you. And this is a good time because sometimes paying off all your debt is not the right answer, all the credit card debt. The good thing is to keep it down just a little bit and show that you can make those monthly payments on time. So we can help you with that too. And then the last thing that you need to know is, when do you need to move? If you've got a lease, when is it up? We need to start 3 months, maybe even 4 months months before your lease is up so that we can navigate through the loan and get used to the market and see what's out there. And if you're selling a house and buying a house, we can protect you with contingency clauses that says we're not going to buy unless our house sells and closes, or we're not going to sell unless we close simultaneously on our buy. These are all clauses that we can put in the contract to protect you and help you make a smooth move. So thank you, Declan, for putting those up there, and we're excited to be able to invite you back to the Zoom room next week, where we'll be talking about identifying that special dream home. How many bedrooms? How many baths? Do we need an RV garage? What level do we want it on? So anyway, we'll thank you for stopping in today. Be sure and sign up for our weekly transition video tips, and we will see you next week.